we're going to have to be vigilant on two different fronts. We're going to have to defend the truth about the human person, made in the image and likeness of God, created male and female, created for marriage. We're also going to have to defend our freedom to live according to those truths.
Dr. Ryan Anderson, president of the Ethics and Public Policy Center and member of the White House Religious Liberty Commission, speaking at this year's Issues Etc. Making the Case conference.
Over and over again, we're going to see that we have to form the next generation of our students, of our children, our grandchildren to believe the truth, while also defending our freedom to live it out. And then the long game is reforming our civil laws to reflect the truth.
You can watch Ryan Anderson's presentation, Making the Case for Social Conservatism, from the 2026 Issues Etc. Making the Case conference. For a donation of $250 by Labor Day, we'll send you a link to watch an on-demand video stream and download audio recordings. Order online at issuesetc.org. Pro-lifers especially have learned to second-guess the narrative that the media often presents to us, especially when it comes to issues that are near and dear to pro-lifers. One of those issues is the teen pregnancy prevention program. How successful has it been, and why are the media questioning the Trump administration's attempt to change its direction? Welcome back to Issues Etc. I'm Todd Wilkin. Joining us to talk about the Trump administration's teen pregnancy prevention program, Dr. Michael New. He's visiting assistant professor of social research and political science at the Catholic University of America, senior associate scholar at the Charlotte Lozier Institute, Page Comstock Cunningham Fellow for Americans United for Life, and a columnist for National Review Online. Dr. New, welcome back.
Thanks for having me. Much appreciated.
So tell us about the teen pregnancy prevention program.
Sure. The Teen Pregnancy Prevention Program was started during the Obama administration back in between 2009, 2010, 2011. What it does is it allocates tens of millions of dollars in grant money every year to various programs that intend to reduce the teen pregnancy rate.
Why did the first Trump administration's attempts to change the program in the end fail?
Right. The first Trump administration tried to reform this program. They wanted to shift the grant money away from programs that kind of emphasize contraception and toward programs that emphasize abstinence. And while they made a good faith effort, a lot of the grant recipients litigated and were successful in court. And courts ruled the Trump administration had to give money out to these programs, even if they didn't like their content or agree with their content.
What changes has the Trump administration made to the program presently?
They're making another run at it this time, which I think is good. They again want to fund programs that emphasize abstinence. They want to fund programs that emphasize fertility awareness. They want to fund programs that emphasize marriage. So they really want to try to promote good conservative Christian values with this program, and I think that's a welcome change.
How has the media misrepresented this program regarding the teen pregnancy rate?
It's kind of interesting. Obviously, almost everything the Trump administration does gets criticism from the mainstream media, and this is no exception. One of my frustrations in reading the coverage is that they claim that this program, played a role in the teen pregnancy rate decline. And that's really not the case. If you look at the data, this data from CDC, even data from Guttmacher, teen pregnancy rate decline started in the early 1990s. It didn't start in 2008 or 2009 when this program got off the ground. So teen pregnancy rates have been falling for over 30 years now, well before this program started. And kind of interestingly, we have data from both Youth Risk Behavior Survey and National Survey for Family Growth, which shows that since the early 90s, a smaller percentage of teenagers are actually sexually active. So I think that's playing a big role in the decline in teen pregnancy rate, not this program.
How has the media misrepresented the program regarding the programs it previously funded?
Well, it's kind of interesting that the media tries to give the impression this has been effective at reducing teen pregnancy rates, but the reality is completely different. I mean, the Obama administration's own Department of Health and Human Services reviewed these programs, and they found that the 38 programs studied, only 3 reported reductions in the instances of unprotected sex, and only 1 found a reduction in overall rates of teen sexual activity. So HHS's own analysis of these programs found that very few were effective. Similarly, Mathematica, which I would imagine be a bit more objective outside the government. They did their own analysis in 2018, and they found the same thing. A very small percentage of these programs were effective at lowering teen pregnancy rates.
Why does the TPPP need to be reformed?
Well, essentially, it's right now a bad use of taxpayer money. We should not be throwing money at programs that are just ineffective. Goal of this program is to reduce teen pregnancy rates. Separate analyses, both by Health and Human Services and by Mathematica, just show it's ineffective. I think the Trump administration is trying to steer the money toward places where it might be more effective. They can fund programs that promote abstinence, fertility awareness, and marriage. Hopefully, these programs will be more effective at actually lowering teen pregnancy rates.
Dr. Michael New is visiting assistant professor of social research and political science at the Catholic University of America. He's senior associate scholar at the Charlotte Lozier Institute, Paige Comstock Cunningham Fellow with Americans United for Life, and a columnist for National Review Online. You can read his columns on the podcast page for this episode at issuesetc.org. Dr. New, thanks.
Thanks for having me. Much appreciated.
Up next, we'll discuss the writings of first-century Jewish historian Josephus on Jesus with Dr. T.C. Schmidt, associate professor at Fairfield University and visiting fellow at Princeton University. I'm Todd Wilkin. You're linked to Issues, Etc.
Listen weekday afternoons to Pastor Todd Wilkin and guests on Issues, Etc. Issues, Etc. is a listener-supported program. Your financial support is vital for the continuation and expansion of this worldwide outreach. Our mailing address, Issues, Etc., P.O. Box 83, Collinsville, Illinois, 62234. Box 83, Collinsville, Illinois, 62234. You can also donate at our website, issuesetc.org. Issues, Etc. is a production of LPR, Lutheran Public Radio.
Here's an easy way for you to help us contend for truth in an age of anti-truth. Subscribe to the Issues, Etc. podcast with YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Just type Issues, Etc. in the YouTube search engine and click subscribe. For Apple and Spotify, type Issues, Etc. in the search engine, hit follow, and leave us a 5-star review. Help us inform other podcast listeners by subscribing to the Issues, Etc. podcast with YouTube, Spotify, and Apple.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jay Krause, principal at Metro East Lutheran High School in Edwardsville, Illinois. Metro East Lutheran High School engages young adults in a Christ-centered environment, delivering academic excellence and spiritual growth to develop Christian leaders for tomorrow. We provide a Christ-centered alternative to public high schools. We're currently enrolling students for the 2026-2027 school year. Learn more at melhs.org, melhs.org.
This is Dr. John Bombaro inviting you to join me Saturday, September 12th for an apologetics workshop at Zion Lutheran Church in Muscuda, Illinois. I'll be leading a seminar on the liturgical encounter. Other presentations include the theology and culture of worship and musical catechesis. Registration is only $20 and includes a light breakfast and lunch. Learn more about Worship as Apologetic, Saturday, September 12th at zionmuscuda.org.
The Lutheran Church Missouri Synod's Life Ministry cares for pregnant women sharing the love of Christ. Listen to Pastor Ed DeWitt with Redeeming Life Outreach Ministries.
One of the first residents we had said to me, "Pastor, why do you do this?" And I said, "Just stick with me through this class, and when we're done, you'll understand completely." Many of the women, as they go through the instruction, when we get to that part about baptism, they're like, "Pastor, I want that for my baby. I want my baby to be adopted into God's family."
God's Mission Here, lcms.org/national mission.